The Platinum Card by American Express is known as not only one of the best travel cards on the market, but one of the best credit cards, period. But with it becoming so popular over the years, American Express has decreased and limited some of the benefits. So is this card still worth it? Well, today I'll be going over a full breakdown and review of the card, its benefits, spending categories, and annual fees to determine whether or not it's worth it for you. With that said, let's start with the intro bonus. The Platinum Card from American Express has an intro bonus of 80,000 points when you spend $8,000 in the first 6 months of card membership. Those 8,000 points are worth around $800 when you redeem them for travel, so similar to around 10% back when you compare it to other cards. However, if you know where to look, you can find a higher intro bonus for the same Platinum Card for around 125,000 points, which is equivalent to around $1,250 worth of travel. Depending on personal recommendations of American Express, you can even find a higher 150,000 point offer, which is valued at $1,500 worth of travel. Now, the easiest way to find these higher offers is to use a tool like Card Match, which finds special credit card deals by matching your credit profile with offers you're likely to qualify for. If you've never used this tool before, I'll link it in the description. This is a tool I've used in the past, and it's a lot easier than scouring the internet or Google searching for different offers when there's something that finds intro bonuses for you. The link will be an affiliate link that helps support the channel, so if you use mine, thanks in advance. With that said, earning the welcome offer is great because $1,000 of travel definitely helps to subsidize the annual fee of $695. But it's important to note, if you ever plan on getting the gold card, you should consider doing that before getting the platinum. And that's because if you earn the intro bonus on the platinum card, you will be ineligible to receive the intro bonus for the gold card. The gold card currently has a standard intro bonus of 90,000 points when you spend $6,000 in the first 6 months of card membership, and sometimes an even higher offer of 90,000 points usually for the same spend with that hidden bonus. Those 90,000 points are worth about $900 to travel, so if you do open up the platinum first, you'd be losing out on those bonuses. But that's why you're subscribed, so you don't miss out on these hidden benefits. Now, even if you do open up the platinum card first and miss out on the gold bonus, you can still earn points a few other ways. The platinum card has one main spending category, and that's with travel. It allows you to earn 5x points on flights booked directly through airlines and AMEXtravel.com, as well as 5x points on prepaid hotels. After that, it's 1x points on everything else. With it said, this is an honest review of the card, so I want to be completely transparent. Since this card only has 1x points on everything else, I don't really use it often in my day-to-day. My biggest spending category, like many others, is food. So to maximize those points, I use the gold card for pretty much all of my hungry purchases. And that's because the gold card allows me to earn 4x points at restaurants and 4x points at supermarkets up to $25,000 spend per year. So it just makes more sense to use the gold card as my daily driver and the platinum as my travel only. But to be honest, it's funny when people pull out their platinum card and are like,
I'll pay for my order with my American Express Platinum card.
Now, the Platinum Card has a lot of travel benefits, but let's talk about the non-travel benefits. The first one I find most people use is the digital entertainment credit. This is a $20 a month credit that can be used for things like Disney+, ESPN, Peacock, The Wall Street Journal, and more. When you look at credits like this, I seriously want you to take into account whether or not you're already paying for the service. Because if you are already paying for the service, I consider this a change of expense. Meaning if you're already spending $240 a year on streaming, you can now have it covered by the Platinum Card and pay for the annual fee. So that's $240 of the $695, bringing your effective annual fee to $455. With that said, let's go through the rest of the benefits and keep this in mind. So with the Platinum Card, you also get $100 a year in Saks Fifth credits, as well as $155 a year for Walmart Plus. Walmart Plus is basically my substitution for Amazon Prime. With it, you get free shipping, free grocery deliveries on orders over $35, fuel discounts, and access to Paramount Plus. Now, if you already have access to Paramount Plus, you'll have to cancel and relog in under your Walmart account, but at least you won't have to pay out of pocket anymore. Paramount Plus is a $72 a year value, so you'll have to keep this in mind when factoring in the worth of the card. Moving forward, this card also provides you with $300 a year in Equinox credits, as well as $200 a year in Uber Cash. The Uber Cash is broken up into $15 a month, and you'll get an additional $20 in December. Now, I personally love this because I like to get sushi or Thai food once a week, plus my gold card also provides $10 a month in Uber Cash. So you can combine it with the Platinum Uber Cash and have up to $25 a month and $45 in December. Having said that, let's finally talk about travel. So there are a few travel credits on this card, and the first being the $200 airline fee credit. This credit is not an airline credit, but an airline fee credit, meaning it cannot be used for tickets, upgrades, mileage points, and a few other things, but it can be used for incidentals like airline lounges, food on the plane, and free Wi-Fi. Think of it as purchases after you've already purchased a ticket. For me, I'd save it for any time you know you'll be checking a bag, or if you're going to an airport without a Centurion Lounge. In addition to this $200 airline fee credit, you'll also have a $200 hotel credit on prepaid bookings through American Express Travel. This $200 credit does require a 2-night stay, but besides that, it's pretty easy to use. Lastly, you'll have a $100 credit for Global Entry or TSA PreCheck and a $189 credit for Clear. I recommend using the $100 for Global Entry because as a member of Global Entry, you'll also receive TSA PreCheck. However, it doesn't work the other way around. This credit is pretty standard across premium travel cards, but Clear isn't, and Clear makes life a lot easier. Many people know that TSA PreCheck has its own separate line and that it's normally shorter than your standard security line. However, Clear is even better than that and in some cases allows you to jump straight up to the front of the line, allowing you to get to your gate faster and enjoy that lounge a little bit longer. With that said, let's talk about this card's lounge access. With the Platinum card from American Express, you have access to both Priority Pass and Centurion lounges. Centurion has a little over a dozen lounges in the US, which makes it the largest network of a specific credit card lounge, and for the times you don't have access to Centurion, you'll normally have access to the Priority Pass lounges. Priority Pass is valued at $99 a year, and you'll have complimentary access to over 1,400 lounges worldwide. In addition to that, anytime you fly Delta, you'll also have access to Delta Sky Club, which is normally reserved for purchases of more premium Delta seats like Delta One. Now, if you've never been to the lounges before, they provide complimentary food, alcoholic drinks, comfortable seating arrangements, and sometimes even a shower or massages. Personally, I'm not one of those types that likes to get to the airport super early, but I will say it is nice when you do get there early and you have a place to seat instead of just those benches or a place to get a drink and a hot meal before a flight. And just to note, there are some lounges that are better than others, like Delta Sky Club and Centurion tend to be better than Priority Pass. So if you are lucky enough to live in a major hub like New York City, LA, or Dallas, I would definitely take advantage of them. But what about the other travel benefits? Well, with the Platinum card by American Express, you'll also get upgraded in your status with Marriott to Marriott Bonvoy Gold Elite status, and with Hilton to Hilton Honors Gold status. These statuses are normally available when you spend 25 nights at Marriott, or 40 nights at Hilton, so it's a pretty easy way to get past that. With each of these upgrades, you'll receive things like late checkout, upgraded rooms when available, and continental breakfast. In addition to this, you'll also have the option to upgrade your status on car rentals with companies like Avis, Hertz, and National Car Rentals. Which brings me to one of the last benefits of this card, your protections and waivers. The Platinum card has a secondary collision damage waiver for your rental cars, which should come in pretty handy should any incidents ever occur. This card also helps to protect against any trip delays or cancellations with insurance for that as well. Trip insurance normally costs around 5% of your ticket, so if you spend about $1,000 a year on that, that would be an extra $50 worth of value. And the great part about this is that because it's through American Express, you won't have to deal much with airline customer service, which we all know is notoriously bad, while American Express's concierge is known as one of the best in the world. But let's talk about the absolute last major benefit of this card, transfer partners. American Express has multiple partners with major airlines and hotels like British Airways, Delta and Marriott, Hilton, and so on and so forth. So because of this, one of the best ways to take advantage of your points is by utilizing them with transfer partners. Let me explain. Your American Express points can be redeemed for certain things like statement credits, gift cards, and travel through AMEXtravel.com. But the max value you'll receive for those points is around 1 cent per point, meaning if you redeem 10,000 points on travel, it'll only be worth around $100. However, a better use case for your points is actually transferring them to these transfer partners and increasing the value of each of these points. For example, if you want to fly from New York to Rome business class, that ticket would cost you around $4,000. But if you fly using your points, you can get that same flight for around 100,000 points, making each point worth 4 cents each. And because American Express has such great partners, there's so many places you can fly on just points alone. With that said, is this card worth it? Well, even though it has one of the highest annual fees of similar travel cards, with the annual credits, lounge access, insurance, points multipliers, and intra bonus, I think this card is more than worth it. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments and check out this video on the most common mistakes people make with their American Express card. See you guys next time.